Hey guys, Frank here with Freedom Technologies, and today I'd like to welcome you to another edition of the Freedom Tech Talk podcast. Today we're going to be talking lighting control, dimmers, switches, all the technologies that are available out there. We get so many phone calls, so many questions about this, so I figured I'd start on this topic, expand on the topic, and hopefully answer any questions or dispel any myths that you may have about lighting control, and everything else. Today, we're in the beautiful Park Shore region of sunny Naples again, at a beautiful TB Price home, custom-built home here on Devil's Lane, which is for sale. Stay tuned till the end of the movie for all the contacts and details. So let's get into it. Lighting control, what is it? Well, we all know we've got basic dimmers in the home. You can slide up and down, you can turn the knobs from back in the day and your light's dimmed. Well, technology has advanced a little bit, and today we've got technologies for communication of these dimmers, such as Z-Wave and Zigbee and Wi-Fi and gosh knows what else. They talk to Alexa, they talk to Siri. What's best? What works for you? What would you like to see? So let's talk about it. One of my favorite popular products is by Lutron, one of the best lighting control systems out there. They actually invented the dimmer back in the early 70s, 60s, something like that. Don't hold me to that, but I know they did. Great company from Pennsylvania. And one of their products is called Caseta, which you can buy at Home Depot for $50 to $60 a dimmer. And the nice part about that dimmer is that it's a communicating dimmer. So for example, even if you want to just put your outdoor lights on a timer that adjusts by itself for daylight savings time and you're not having to adjust mechanical timers and stuff like that, you can do that for under $300-400. If you were going to put the switches in yourself, if you get the electrician to put it in, it's going to cost you obviously a little bit more. But with Lutron Caseta, like I said, they're about $60 per device. The hub is going to cost you right around there, $100 or so. And then you have an app on your phone. You can see the lights, you can control them, you can create scenes and everything else. Plus it integrates with Google and Alexa and Siri if you're into the voice stuff. Me personally, I don't like talking to thin air. I like to have a conversation. You can do up to 74 switches with the Caseta platform. The other nice part is they have a product, which is a battery operated product with buttons on it, different configurations of buttons called the Pico. So for example, you know how the house is done and the house is built and you wish you had a switch here to turn the lights on? You don't have it. Now with the Pico, you can definitely do that. You just mount it on the wall, put a plate on it, program it in, and now you have a light switch to be able to control that. So the Lutron Caseta setup is probably one of the easiest setups that you can do. You can install yourself. The nice part is they have plug-in modules for your lamps. They have an outdoor module for your landscape lighting if you like to automate your landscape lighting as well, which you probably should if you're doing a smart system like this. So very easy to control, very easy to do. Then Lutron takes it up to a next level, which is called Radio Raw 3. Now this is slightly more complex. You can do a whole home. See here, we got communication up to about 2,500 square feet and more because we can add 4 repeaters. So what repeaters are, they take the signal, boost it up so you can go additional distance within the home. But the nice thing about Radio Raw 3 is that you can go up to 200 devices per system. So that really gives you a full spectrum of automating the whole home with lighting. You come in, you hit the button, the whole home is lit up for you. The outdoor lights are ready for you when you come home late from dinner at night. So it's just a beautiful way of doing it. I mentioned Lutron because they've been out the longest, but there are so many other companies out there that you can pretty much, and stuff like that, all you have is keypads on the wall, is a panelized system. So what does panelized mean? That means that all of our lighting gets run back, the wiring gets run back to a main panel in a utility room. Okay, so for example, like lights behind me in the lanai, these 2 lights, single wire, gets run back all the way to a panel. It requires a little bit more work. It requires a little bit more wiring. The fit and finish of the inside of your home looks so much better because you don't have 6 gangs and 5 gangs and 4 gangs of switches all over the place. You have a nice keypad that has buttons on it if you're into the button thing, or you've got glass pads like we like to do with Luxon, which I'll talk about here shortly. And again, integrates with all of your voice companies out there, Alexa, Google, everybody else, but the costs go up a little bit. And you could only really do it while you're doing new construction. So if you're building a new home and you don't like to see all of the switches on your walls and just like to have nice places to interact, so on and so forth, then you do a panelized system. Other than that, if you want to retrofit or you're retrofitting or you're updating your existing home, you replace the old switches, put in new switches, and you're good to go. All right, so that kind of covers retrofit, it covers Lutron, but at Freedom Technologies, what we like to do and what we use a system called Luxone. Me personally, my eyesight's getting worse. I don't like to look for buttons. I don't like to hit buttons. I don't like to do any of that stuff. So all of our homes, we have a beautiful glass touchpad called the Touch Pure, and we have presence sensors in every room. So when you walk into the home knows that it's dark outside or there's not enough light in that room, the lights automatically come on. And that's what a true smart home should do at a price point that is very equal to a regular lighting control system. So why would you go for one when you can have a lot more additional features with a Luxone system in some of the homes that we do right now? The other nice part is that everything is controlled via one platform, one app, and you can make all of your changes to the scenes on your app. So for example, if you have a nice dinner scene or an evening scene for outside, you can go to the app, adjust the levels, hit save, and you don't need us to come back and change scenes for you and charge you money or anything like that. It's a very nice, unique system with lighting. But with Luxone, we integrate everything else. We integrate audio, we integrate your intercom, we integrate cameras, we integrate access control. That's all on one platform. The other lighting control systems that are out there, for the most part, I'm not going to mention other names, they can do some of the stuff that's similar. At the end of the day, Luxone is the best bang for your buck when it comes down to it. So if you have a new project, if you have a new construction project, if you've got a retrofit, if you've got a yacht that you'd like Luxone installed, it's all simple wiring. Give us a call. The information is below. We'll schedule an on-site visit. We'll come out. We'll take a look. Doesn't cost anything. Again, thank you for taking a look at this informative video with Freedom Tech Talk. Till next time.